The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
All right, I'm struggling, man.
Yeah.
Got family visiting, and then a big weekend. My son is graduating college, and had an appearance yesterday at one of our clients, and then having to cook stuff to take with us to the mountains where we're going this weekend for the graduation. All of that. My house this morning when I got up, it smelled like jambalaya and enchiladas.
Oh God.
Those,
so good.
Those both got cooked yesterday. One was for dinner last night. Jody did that, and then enchiladas. So, yeah, I may not be very participatory today in the entire movement known as the TJ and Riggins Show.
Yeah. Does your adrenaline get running though when you're that busy, and how long does that adrenaline carry you for until you just like crash out, like just?
I don't know if it's adrenaline or nerves. Like I get like
maybe it is
frantic kind of,
Yeah. Because you're up right now.
Right, but I was. This is purely fake.
This is all fake.
Yeah.
Fakery.
Yeah, this is a performance.
Yeah.
Well, you see how big my coffee mug is today, as opposed to the way normal size. This is big.
You have coffee in there?
Yeah.
That's venti, more than a venti, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, are your emotions, they're high too because he's graduating. I mean, and you feel some type of way.
Yeah, well, do you really want to know the emotion I feel? I'm proud of him, obviously, but I'm frustrated by the fact that our culture has put that label on people to where you feel like you're not going to make anything of yourself unless you pay these thousands of dollars to go get a college degree. I'm anti-college.
Well,
you're making that official right now?
Unless
TJ's anti-college.
Unless you're going to be something specific, like a doctor, an attorney, stuff like that, then if you wanted to go to college, that's fine. But when you convince a society that you have to go to college, and then everybody that's saying that makes money off of the fact that they go to college, because you don't ever hear anybody griping and saying, any politicians or anything going, we've got to lower the price of college. It's right. We've got to have you pay for these people to go to college, because they're all buddies and they're not going to cut each other's wages, so to speak. So
that's true.
Do you think high school is necessary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
That's your basic foundation.
Well, that, and then I also believe in more what do you call it? Advanced education on things like going to a specific school to train you for a profession that you want, like that just focuses on that, like electrician school, things of that nature. And even if it's not a trade like that, whatever it is, the business schools that maybe a year or 2 years, whatever, to teach you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
so I'm gonna boo when they call his name. I'm actually gonna go boo, commie college.
You suck.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
So I just tried Mandu, and it is freaking awesome. You need to check this out. It's a trainer-led electromuscle stimulation workout that increases energy, endurance, and strength. So just 15 minutes at Mandu is like 6 hours in the gym. So say goodbye to plateauing and achieve your fitness goals with Mandu. If you want to give it a try, your first session is absolutely free. So sign up at mandu.com or go to tjriggins.com/fitness.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Watch the TJ and Riggins Show with new Carolina-specific content, deals, and more available to check out every weekday. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Media Center at tjriggins.com and watch the TJ and Riggins Show, extra funny and new playlists. TJ Riggins TV is sponsored by Cozy Earth. Get that amazing 41% off deal that TJ has at our deals page using code TJ. tjriggins.com/deals.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
So another thing that's going on is Mother's Day. Mother's Day is Sunday, and Jody gets to spend it with her mom since she's here visiting. And,
Yeah, that's nice.
So Jody's my wife. And we're going to some sort of a fancy brunch. We never go out on Mother's Day for anything, but Jody made these reservations, and I had reservations about it as well. So, yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's
Oh,
nice.
I love a brunch.
A little brunch in a little fancy place in the mountains.
Oh, girl.
So cute.
Perfect for Mother's Day.
Yeah, what are you doing, Lindsay?
I don't know.
But do you spend it with your mom and Kyle's mom?
No, we'll just do our family.
Yeah, okay.
We're seeing all the family on Saturday because it's Delilah's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So we're seeing them Saturday. So we can just knock out like a Mother's Day too then.
Yeah.
And then we'll just do our family.
Yeah, I'm sure your 5-year-old won't mind having to share her birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
She'll be like, why are y'all getting gifts on my birthday?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, Delilah made you something at her little school yesterday. You were wearing it last night. It's adorable.
It's adorable.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
But I had you take it off because it was in the tiniest knot that was like hard. It was a necklace.
Yeah.
And it was made out of like hard string. And I was like, TJ, help me get this off. People think it's real. People think I'm wearing it for real.
But tell her tell everybody what Delilah did that was different than the rest of the class.
Yeah. So the teacher stood up at the Mother's Day brunch thing and said, each daughter made their mom a special necklace. And it's the color that you wear the most. We told them, think of what color your mom loves, and then that's what color the necklace is going to be. And she looked at me and said, I made my favorite colors. I was like, you don't say it's pink and purple. It's like bright pink and purple.
She said, I don't care what these other girls did.
Yeah.
I did it in my favorite color.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
Everyone's were
yours.
like neutral and black and gold and silver, and mine was like bright pink and purple glitter.
But I used to take the kids to shopping for Jody for Mother's Day and birthdays and all when they were little, and I would tell them to go pick out, what do you want mom to have? And they would come back with dolphin earrings and things like that. And,
Yeah. Yeah. You
and
have
then
to wear them.
Yeah, as soon as Jody would open, I go, put them on, Jody. Put them on.
Those are so pretty.
Yeah. It'd be
It's
beautiful.
sweet.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And then last night at dinner, Delilah told my mom, I was really hoping I get that necklace. So, you know,
well, you're going to
maybe
hand
I
it
have
down
an
to
out.
her?
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think not the lesson of, the colors matching and all that. It would be more of a Delilah, you need to think of others kind of thing. She made not only of her colors,
Maybe.
she made it out of her favorite colors because she was going to try to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
She wanted it
she's
for
t-
herself.
Sure.
She's totally me. Totally me. Hopefully they won't like it, so I'll just take it.
Or she would have made herself 2 of them.
Yeah, right.
Just one for you and one. Look, Mommy, we match.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Make your company part of the new radio explosion. Go to tjriggins.com/explosion. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Pope. That's top trending topic. Just Pope. Not the Pope. Not the new Pope. It's just Pope. Pope. There's a new Pope. He's the first Pope from the United States in over 2,000 years. And He's picked the name Leo the 14th.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be cool to always just refer to him as Pope Leo.
Pope Leo.
Yeah.
He talks like my dad. He's from Chicago.
Right, yeah.
And you really kind of have to hunt down him speaking in English because he spent so much time as a missionary living all over. So I found some, clips of him speaking English. He sounds like my dad. And he's from Chicago, and he grew up in a house that looks like my parents' houses they grew up in. So it's really trippy for me, and I'm sure it is for my parents as well. But, he was made his first speech as Pope yesterday.
And your parents being so Catholic.
Yeah. Yeah, so I honestly, I don't know much about him. I'll have to read about him before I can offer any assessment of him. But
he's got a lot of things that you can look at and go, okay, well, he's not, more socialist than all like Pope Francis. But then there are other things you look at and go, well, I mean, that's not like Pope John Paul II would have been. Mm-hmm. So he's not, conservative or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's an issue by issue with him so far. That's all people know because he's only been a cardinal for 2 years.
Yeah.
He got the fast track. He must have known something on Francis.
He had some
he knew something on Francis because Francis is the one that escorted him in and put him up on the pedestal there.
You're going to make me the Pope. Let me be very clear.
Right. Some of the Chicago mob mentality. I'm a fixer.
Yeah, right. That mustache going.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was crazy.
He's got a good real first name. His first name's Robert. It's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call him Bob. He was known as Bob. So he's just like, regular Bob from Chicago.
Regular Bob.
Why didn't they go with Pope Bob?
It's a good question.
Pob, actually. They could have just combined it. Pob.
Yeah. So all the Pope stuff trending today, top trending topics. So what else is going on? There's a new movie in theaters called Juliet and Romeo. It's a musical take on the classic love story by Shakespeare, but they put Juliet's name first. Very 2025 of them.
Just like Gretel and Hansel. Remember when that came out?
They've done it with a couple of movies. That one definitely stands out, Gretel and Hansel.
Makes a huge difference.
It really does.
Girl power.
Totally girl power. Isn't that funny? Mm-hmm. Today's National Sleepover Day. Were you asleep? Were you a sleepover? Go over to your friend's house, stay the night, TJ?
Yeah. And they my house.
Yeah. You weren't one of those houses that never allowed kids to stay over?
No.
I had one friend that would never allow friends over, and I think it was mom. She didn't want the kids coming through her house, which I guess to each their own.
Yeah, well, what if it was because he still slept with his parents and he was ashamed?
Could have been that as well.
Oh.
Are sleepovers a big thing in your house, Lindsay, with a 5-year-old little girl?
No, we
Not yet.
haven't even started that.
Oh,
Not yet.
You're gonna really come into your own that time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna be that mom.
You are gonna be that mom.
But as a parent, I realized that it's not that big a deal if your kids want one of their friends to spend the night with them. My mom acted like it was, oh my God, we can't do it this weekend.
Right.
I got da. It's like the kids are over there playing, and you want her to? Is she just going to spend the night? Yeah, can she? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Whatever.
Yeah.
Call her
relax.
mom. Yeah.
It's okay.
It's all right.
It's going to be all right. I had a really weird incident happen yesterday afternoon. I can't wait to share it with you next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
You've found your diamond in the rough. Now it's time to find a diamond to celebrate that love. R. Gregory Jewelers takes the search overseas to the diamond capital of the world, Antwerp, Belgium. For your 1 in a million, choose an Antwerp diamond from R. Gregory Jewelers.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Did you know you can add the homepage to your phone's home screen? It's easy. Check out the instructions at the top, and it only has to be done once. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Our charity Peyton's Promise is supported by you, the radio family, and some great businesses like Bradham Comfort Services. They've been providing Charlotte, North Carolina and surrounding areas with AC repair and installation services since 1975. Started by two brothers who understood the importance of putting their clients first. They've built a legacy of excellence in their field, and their commitment to quality and transparency has defined their company for nearly 5 decades. Learn more at bradhamcomfort.com.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
So yesterday we had this fun event celebrating moms at this place called Lily and Grace. It's like a furniture store, interior design, lighting fixtures. They got all kinds of stuff. It's like a woman's paradise. I mean, I really,
super nice.
We went over there yesterday afternoon. TJ, myself, Lindsay, and TJ's wife Jody went over there. And everything's beautiful. I did feel a little out of place as a guy. I just thought, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
And even the owner, her name is Robin, she said, I'm sure you're loving it in here, aren't you? Like, very sarcastic. She's great, and you're going to love it too. But while we were in there, one of Jody's friends showed up, and I don't even remember her name, but I went over to say hello, and I was like, oh, how do you know Jody? And she said, oh, we've been friends for a long, long time. And the woman turns to me and she says, and how old are you? And I said, 37. And she said, you look young. You look a lot younger than 37. I would say you look more 28. And all of a sudden, Jody and our friend Pam from the Temple team both went, oh, she's dirty talking you. She's dirty talking you.
Is that what they were talking about?
Dirty talking me. Yeah, that's what they were going on and on. I went, because she asked how old I was, and she said I looked younger than I am. And they went, you would have thought the woman had said the filthiest thing to me in the middle of the store. Yeah. I thought maybe that is dirty talk when you're over 50, like commenting on somebody's age.
Yeah. When I ask you how old you are, when we're side by side at the urinal in a public restroom and I'm acting like I'm trying to pick you up.
Right.
Like we don't know each other. Now that's dirty talking you.
That's closer to dirty talk, I think. And the atmosphere, the environment also counts in that. Uh-huh. But is that so scandalous to say to somebody, oh, you look, 10 years younger than you are? Is that dirty talk?
No.
That I'm just missing?
No. They're just aggravating you, trying to cause a scene.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, who would think that was dirty talk?
Well, they both lit up like the 4th of July.
Unless they know something about their friend and her, how she would admit it. That you didn't know. Maybe it wasn't dirty talking to you, but that's her form of dirty talk. I don't know.
That's what I want to know. Maybe that's just, her picking you up.
Maybe it was. So I kind of hung around for a second. Well, here's the funny thing. So I'm like standing around. We just chit chat for a second after Jody and our friend Pam walks off. And then when I met up with the two later, they went, oh, she was dirty talking to you. And you know something, she's rich. And I went, oh, okay. Now we're maybe getting somewhere. But
what did the woman do when they started saying that?
Nothing. She just kind of laughed. Yeah, she kind of laughed with them. And
she's a lot of fun.
Yeah, she was very cool. Mm-hmm. Pretty lady.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought that was so funny. I was like, maybe I just don't know what dirty talk is anymore. It didn't seem dirty to me. No. She just said I looked a little bit younger.
What the best compliment though? That is the best compliment.
Maybe to a woman. It doesn't. What? If somebody said I look 5 years older than I am, it wouldn't affect me either way.
So Lindsay, that's the best compliment, even more so than you look skinny.
Well,
would you rather somebody say, "Oh, you've gained a lot of weight. It makes you look so much younger."
No. No.
Or, since you've lost all that weight, it makes you look a little older. Which would you rather have?
Yeah. The skinny, it comes above the age, but I mean, I'll take any of them.
That's a real Sophie's choice there. Older, but you're skinny.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. Where are these huge discounts on great products? The deals page at tjriggins.com.
Check it out.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Yeah.
What is new radio? New radio is
streaming everywhere.
Listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Woo. How special is this? A special Get Down Like a Hound Mother's Day weekend, Friday weekend review song.
Just for the mamas.
Yeah. All you fly mamas and others as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So everything that has gone on in the week behind the scenes and on the air of the TJ and Riggins Show, as well as in pop culture, Riggins Week in review.
And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Lindsay went from the Bahamas to a colonoscopy, just added to her tab. Interesting, from her colonoscopy, they found a starfish and a crab. Ooh, tropical. She didn't eat for 46 hours beforehand. I can't believe how far she got, which would make for an insane diet unless you want to look incredibly hot. They also shoved a camera down her throat. It actually sounds pretty gross. And due to her weak insurance, they had to use the same camera for both. And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. This weekend is officially Mother's Day. I think you get the gist. This year, moms want flowers and jewelry. Motorboat's not on the list.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, I kept the receipt.
I hear women still want that Dyson Airwrap. At least that's what they said. Because you can't let mom go out looking like a cat sucked on her head. Guys, try not to upset mom this weekend. Don't make her blow a gasket. And the one gift I learned you should definitely avoid, shower gels in a basket. And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. And tomorrow is National Dog Mom Day, according to the National Holiday Site. And I don't have a problem with this, but I have a hunch that TJ might. We survived the Met Gala on Tuesday, one of the most ridiculous sights. I'm just glad we have an event where Jaden Smith can wear what he likes. We were waiting for them to elect a new pope. They took as long as necessary. If the Cardinals had given me a vote, I would have gone with Rob or Katy Perry. And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I got some
mommies.
I got some great news about TJ yesterday. You think he's struggling? No. TJ's doing great. He's actually doing better than most. And I'm going to prove it next.
TJ Riggins and Lindsay want to thank you for listening. Let's go! This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
The Charlotte area is lucky to have experts like Bradham Comfort Services to help with all your HVAC and electrical needs. Do you need a generator installed or serviced? They can handle that too. Go to bradhamcomfort.com to check out their 50th anniversary specials and to schedule your HVAC, electrical, and generator service or installation today. That's bradhamcomfort.com for Bradham Comfort Services, servicing the Charlotte area for 50 years. That's bradhamcomfort.com.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins Show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
The TJ Riggins 24/7 Carolina stream is available in the Media Center at tjriggins.com. Sponsored by R. Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamond. At R. Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D, Rob. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
TJ, are you still into true crime stuff?
Yeah.
Even though everybody else is into it too?
Yeah, because I find things that not everybody's watching. Things that I watch are different.
Lindsay, you're a woman most of the time. Are you into true crime?
No.
You're not?
No. I used to be before I had kids.
She gets scared.
Oh, that's interesting. that you made that switch after like some different life stage or something like that. There's a new number out that's pretty shocking. 84% of the U.S. population watch true crime in some way. They either watch it, listen to it, they take it in. 84% of Americans last year were enjoying true crime. Now, here's where it gets great. There is a clinical and forensic psychologist in California. Her name is Dr. Shannon Curry. And she said that TJ's doing great because TJ has been into true crime for a long time. She says that it's actually built into our DNA. If you look back throughout history, in the earliest days when guys were scared of getting killed by cougars and mountain lions, they had an interest in protecting themselves from danger. And the fact that you're still into that now proves that you're doing better than most. You look out for dangers, the warning signs like stalking, things like that, that you implement in your own life and the people that you love lives that help them.
Mm-hmm. And you know what that translates to in my wife's words?
What?
My God, you're scared of everything.
I mean,
that's because I'll say, hey, be careful, or shh, don't say that so loudly. Lindsay, do you remember that time we were going on a work trip somewhere and you had to go to the Walgreens and I had to go pick up something too? So we went together and they asked you for your phone number and you started to say it loudly and there was a guy behind you in line. I almost tackled her to get her to stop yelling out her phone number.
You're not going to believe this. I knew what you were going to say before you even said one word because I think about it every single time I'm in CVS. Every single time.
That's funny.
Because he was like, stop. And I was like, what? And then he told me, this guy could have gotten your number. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he looked shady too. So,
did he?
Yeah, you can always judge people by the way they look. I learned that from the FBI files.
No. And we weren't in the best part of town, mind you.
She said it's a deeply ingrained survival mechanism, and while we no longer scan the environment for saber-toothed cats or whatever, our brains still flag anything that could result in potential harm or danger. She said we've been doing it throughout history, and the fact that you're paying attention to that kind of stuff is not a bad thing. So don't think you're just scared of everything.
Oh, I don't. I just look at it like my wife, instead of showing appreciation for my always looking out for her and everything, I get mocked for it.
What does something commonly come up that you say, oh, that's scary? I mean, I know you
not
say
scary. I'll just say, hey, all right, don't do this, or make sure or I'll tell our daughter, make sure that you do this or you do that. Or, like she had a flat the other day and she was in a parking lot in Nashville and crying. And I said, don't be crying out in front of everybody driving by, and that because you're just you're vulnerable. People see you vulnerable.
Sure.
Get in the car. Stop crying.
Stop crying.
Stop crying.
I can't. I'm sorry, Dad. I can't stop.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my God. I love it.
This is TJ and Riggins. TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening.
Let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
What? That was a pretty good father-son moment that was on the social medias. And they have to be from New York or New Jersey. And you'll see when I play the audio from it what I'm talking about. But the dad is in the parking lot of McDonald's. He's just gotten coffee, and he's supposed to be getting coffee for his wife, and he's showing his son a trick that he's learned. It's like father handing down advice to the son. Listen.
Now, what are you doing?
How about I'm buying your mother coffee. Oh, look, I wanted one too.
Dad, give me ice cream.
I take the ice. Don't worry about it. Look, but I want to teach you something. So what you do is this. You order coffee, no ice, right? You order coffee, no ice, right? I went to $5. So every time you go to $5, you know what happens, right? You pay $5. This cost me $6. Look at this, Baba. Look at this.
There's one.
He's pouring it into the different
Hey, Baba.
ice
What do you do
cups.
with the rest?
What do you mean, what I do? Baba, look, it's overflowing. Look at that. I got 2 coffees. Baba, your mother's happy. I'm happy. And guess what, Baba? Only cost me $5. God bless you.
God bless America.
God bless you.
God bless you. God bless you. God bless America.
Now, why do you think they're from New York or New Jersey?
I guess it's you have to see him.
Baba.
Is he calling him Bubba?
Baba.
Baba.
Baba. I guess that's what I was going to say. That must be the Italian version of Bubba.
Baba.
Where you going, Bubba?
Coffee. I mean, coffee. A $5 coffee. Coffee, Bubba. Coffee. I mean, that is
Hey, look, I show
severe.
you. Look at this. What do you mean? What's left over? Look at that.
$5. Bubba.
Take the ice.
So I don't know. Can you get iced coffee with no ice at McDonald's? I don't know. Because if it was regular hot coffee, it would have melted the ice right away. So maybe you can get a cold brew with no ice.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
And then 2 cups of ice with it. So
Yeah,
then
right.
I bet they don't know what you're doing.
No way.
But don't they charge you for ice though in a cup?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never done it. Yeah.
They do.
Hmm.
They charge you for everything.
$5.
But if that big coffee is only $5, then that's not bad. But he wasn't supposed to be getting one for him, I don't think. Just your mother. Just your mother. Yeah, but I want one too, so
God bless you.
It's what we do. And whatever you picture that he looks like, you're right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Exactly like you would think he looks.
I love it when it works out like that.
It's perfect. Right? It's a sweet moment. It's
Hey,
my
Bubba.
son. Hey, Bubba. Bubba.
Yeah.
I love that.
And then speaking of McDonald's, as of now, right now, Burger King and Wendy's both have cheaper small burgers than McDonald's. Theirs are cheaper.
No
Like
way.
by about,
Crazy.
I think about 20 cents cheaper than McDonald's regular burger.
Woo.
Yeah. So what you do is you get one, you split it in half. Look, it's full.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hey,
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Table and Twine in Charlotte will be your best friend when summer rolls around. Treat yourself to a delicious meal that's made with fresh seasonal ingredients and ready in just 20 minutes. Enjoy a fine dining experience without ever leaving your home. Head over to tjriggins.com/table-and-twine. Pick your meals, and like magic, they'll show up on your doorstep, ready to be enjoyed within 20 minutes. Table and Twine does the shopping and chopping while you enjoy more time with the ones you love. Delicious restaurant quality meals delivered right to your door. See this week's menu and order today at tjriggins.com/table-and-twine.
Let's go. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. The TJ and Riggins Show, Extra Funny, The Week in Review, and all the new and past podcasts. Listen, fast forward, download, and share. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
The TJ and Riggins Show could not do what they do for the community without the support of great business partners like Lily and Grace, who help people love how they live in moments that matter at tjriggins.com/LG.
What is new radio? New radio is
streaming everywhere.
listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
it's not just U.S. America that's gone crazy. It's the whole world.
Yeah.
Brother Riggins, the whole world has gone crazy. Sister Lindsay, everybody's crazy. You remember that thing that was going around the TikTok where the moms would have their little children up there helping them scramble eggs or bake something or whatever, and when they needed to crack the eggs, they cracked it on the kid's forehead?
Yes.
You remember that? Okay, well, in Sweden, a woman did that, and one of the prosecutors in their area picked up on it and ran with the angle that said that it was cruel and harassment of the child to do that.
Oh my.
So the mother was convicted of harassment and ordered to pay her daughter $2,000 in damages for posting a video of her cracking an egg on her daughter's head and laughing.
She's got to pay her daughter?
Yeah.
her little kid?
Right.
Okay.
The 5-year-old's like, I'm rich.
Yeah.
And the prosecutor, who, needs to mind her own business,
Yeah.
she said, "You simply don't do that to a child. To record and humiliate the child and then broadcast it to thousands of viewers, I find that incredibly degrading. It's a reckless act." But then again, you look at it like, it's Sweden. How much does this woman as a prosecutor have to do? Right. She's probably sitting around so bored and, not using her degree and her training and stuff because there's no crime in Sweden.
Yeah, right.
She's like, I gotta go find crime. I'm going to find it on TikTok.
It's ridiculous.
That is correct. Well, honestly, I didn't like it when that
I didn't like it either.
But is it cruelty or
it's
reckless?
Reckless and cruel and considered harassment and $2,000 in damage.
Man. Wow.
But I wonder how they're going to ensure that the mom pays the daughter.
Yeah, what does that even mean? It's your child. How do you force
and
to
your
pay
child doesn't have a bank account. I mean,
well, maybe it will have one now that's monitored by the government to make sure the mom puts $2,000 in there.
Yeah, maybe.
And then I'm sure the government will pull taxes out of it.
Yeah, right. Or whatever. Yeah. Is it okay if I pay her in kronuts? Like, no, 2,000 Sweden dollars. Swedish fish.
I wish she would have told the little girl to tell the prosecutor, I don't want to press charges.
Yeah, right.
But I don't think it works that way there. If a prosecutor can just go find something online, it's not a free country. Sweden isn't a free country. Yeah, right. It's not. If they can do something like that, it's not a free country.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, I didn't like it either.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought it was kind of because they hit them pretty hard.
They
with those
did,
eggs.
and some of the really little kids. It was like it wasn't nice, but is it reckless and I don't know.
reckless is a strong word.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, do we need to curb some of the people who think what they're doing on social media is entertaining?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But dragging them into court,
right.
I don't know that that's the.
But I mean, you know, as entertainers, I mean, having them think that they're good entertainers on social media is, you know, it takes away from our art and our profession.
We're doing art right now?
Yeah.
This is art.
Yeah.
And Picasso's.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Get the latest extra funny episode at tjriggins.com, all major podcast platforms, and on YouTube. Thank you for joining us.
In 3, 2, 1.
This is TJ and Riggins.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Do you know what hiking is, Riggins? Hiking is what your really deep Southern people would say is walking in the woods without a gun.
Hiking. Yeah, right.
It's just, I mean, you don't have a real purpose. You're just walking in the woods and you don't have a gun.
That's right. It's perfect.
Well, there were these hikers in Czech Republic, and they're just walking along, and they look down, and they find what they described as, well, I guess they couldn't have been just looking around, walking along, because these things were buried. Evidently, they were out digging. 2 boxes of buried treasure they found, and the boxes had bracelets, other valuables, along with nearly 600 gold coins with a total value of $340,000.
You're kidding.
Dang.
And you know what they did? Handed it over to a museum.
Oh.
But I wonder if the things had been taken from the museum to begin with. They found out that somebody had robbed the museum.
And then buried it?
And buried it. It was going to come back later and get it or something. I don't know.
Hide the evidence. Ain't nobody looking for that.
Some gold. Buried treasure. I mean, that doesn't even sound like a real thing, but that's crazy.
And that also doesn't sound like you're hiking. Because like I said, hiking is just walking around looking at stuff and trying to get from here to there.
Yeah.
Hiking doesn't mean that you stop and dig.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to sit down there and start digging and all of a sudden, find doubloons or whatever the hell they call it.
Yeah. Unless you're 8 years old.
Exactly.
Now, maybe they were, even if they were digging because they're, about to pitch a tent or whatever and a campsite, but then they're not hikers, they're campers.
Right.
Yeah.
These Czech people, man, they need to learn what's what is what they need to do.
Yeah.
But to hand it over to a museum, I mean, come on.
I don't know what the laws are in Czech Republic, but they may have been looking at it like, we could never spend this. It's obviously stolen. We'd get accused of stealing it.
Yeah.
So they weren't looking for buried treasure, or they would have celebrated.
Right.
They just accidentally found buried treasure. It's weird, man. You see how weird it is when people don't have good TV shows at their disposal.
Right.
This is the kind of stuff that happens.
Exactly.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Lily and Grace offers a wide range of furniture, accessories, light fixtures, fabrics, gifts, as well as custom creations and renovations. Visit the truly stunning boutique online at tjriggins.com/LG or in person at their store in Mooresville, North Carolina. Experience high-quality products, exclusive designs, and timeless style at Lily and Grace. You need to plan your visit today to see the unmatched selection of items. They can help you transform your home into the perfect living space. Learn more at tjriggins.com/LG.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to get everything TJ Riggins all in one place. The new Media Center is the easy way to access everything we do. The radio family asked for it, and now it's here. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
There's a new TJ and Riggins show each weekday morning at the new TJRiggins.com. Sponsored by our new favorite non-alcoholic cocktail, RSRV Collective. Get 30% off using code TJ at the deals page at TJRiggins.com.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
We got some science news. Pretty interesting stuff here. A study found that left-handed people are more likely to have certain mental disorders, including schizophrenia. Riggins. And my wife, Jody.
Don't call me Riggins.
He's not here.
Don't do that.
And Kyle's left-handed too. We all have somebody.
Don't mess with us.
I need to watch my back.
Yeah, it just says including. Could be. It's definitely other mental disorders.
Definitely.
100%.
Definitely. You crazy.
Right.
But all the left-handed people I know are way more sane than the right-handed people I know.
You do?
Sure.
You have what?
I agree, actually.
Yeah.
I do not. Because I didn't know Jody was left-handed until I had already fallen in love with her. Because it was too late to turn back then. But I mean, I didn't want that handed down to our children. Thank God they're right-handed. They got my right-handed gene.
Did they both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she ever? Sorry, go ahead.
Is it genetic? I mean,
no, I don't think so. I think a lot of it depends on. They say left brain, right brain, whatever.
Yeah.
Jody claims that she's left-handed because her aunt taught her how to tie her shoe when she was little, and and her aunt is left-handed, and that's how. So then she just started doing things left-handed. But remember, she bats right-handed.
That's right.
Right.
All the times that she walks out to the plate, in the bottom of the ninth for a clutch hit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm going yard. Watch this.
But Jody, when somebody realizes that she's left-handed, the first thing she wants them to know is, but I don't write upside down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, she's told me that several times.
Because that's how they teach you as a
Yeah.
left-handed person. You know the,
Yeah.
the trials and tribulations you go through with ink on your hand and pencil on your hand and
Yes.
writing upside down. Yeah, they got you looking like a pretzel.
And anybody left-handed will tell you the hardships of it. When
Absolutely.
Kyle told me he was left-handed, he's like, you don't understand what we used to go through. I'm like, oh my God, you act like you were in like Auschwitz. Like, what are you talking about? You literally, you don't understand. This was like,
Yeah. We were, what do they call it? A marginalized group.
Absolutely.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Subscribe to all the shows at tjriggins.com and never miss the latest episodes. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Krispy Kreme announced that they are reassessing their relationship with McDonald's. Remember, a couple months ago, it was announced that Krispy Kreme donuts were going to be found available in all McDonald's locations as part of their breakfast menu. But I guess things haven't been going that great. So they said they're going to reassess.
I wondered at the time how they would, keep them fresh and how they would get to McDonald's, and because there aren't nearly as many Krispy Kremes as there are McDonald's locations.
Definitely not. I think they said they were going to be delivered every day, but this sounds more like a customer problem. Like they're not looking for a Krispy Kreme donut when they're getting a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle or something like that, which is crazy. But yeah, it's just not working.
Well,
I mean, if you wanted a donut, you go get a donut.
But
yeah,
maybe it's donuts have gotten so expensive.
Maybe that too. Yeah, I don't know what they charge for a single donut at McDonald's, but
But I know in the grocery store, I think a dozen. I'm pretty sure it's pushing like $16, $17.
And
A dozen
I'm not
Krispy Kremes, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I went to Krispy Kreme the other day to get a dozen as a gift, and it was $16.99
Yeah.
that stings,
at
doesn't it?
Krispy Kreme.
That is rough.
Do you think they plan to make sandwiches with them donuts at McDonald's? That'd be good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't go for that.
Yeah, not my thing,
Yeah,
but
I don't want the bread of my sandwich getting me sticky.
I don't want sticky bread. I don't sticky bread. Pope Leo the 14th, top trending topic today. The Cardinals elected the new pope, the first pope from the United States of America. His name's Robert. He's from Chicago. Sounds like my dad. If you can find some clips of him speaking English. But yeah, he spent a lot of time in Peru, and he was a missionary, and now he's the pope. And they have his two brothers from Chicago being interviewed all over the news.
I didn't think that priests were allowed to assume a missionary position.
Whoa.
Oh. Hey.
So he is the top trending topic at the moment. Now, today is National Moscato Day. I've never had Moscato. I've heard about it in rap songs. What can you tell me about Moscato? Anybody?
I don't know.
It's nasty.
Is
it's
it?
really, really sweet wine.
Okay.
And
yeah.
all the rappers drink it. That's all I know. Is that
I've
Moscato.
had it. Yeah. Is it the one that has a little bit of fizz taste to it? Like it's got a little carbonation in it?
I mean, some can, I guess,
Yeah.
some don't, but it's a Moscato grape, how they make the wine, and it is sweet.
Really? Okay.
It's like like you're drinking sugar.
I prefer a buttery shard like Lindsay's husband.
I'll do a buttery shard.
A woman shared a shocking fact about her childhood on TikTok. Coming up next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Okay, guys, I can't gatekeep this anymore. I cannot wait for you to try Love Indus skincare products. I am so obsessed with them. Love Indus has gotten awards in Cosmopolitan magazine, in Vogue, Beauty Best Products. You're going to love Love Indus. It's a celebrated skincare line that blends South Asia's rarest ingredients with advanced dermatology. It consistently gets beauty reviews and rave reviews on the products. You have to check them out. Over 5-star reviews. It's insane. And I spoke with them, and they actually gave all the listeners of our show 21% off their entire order with code TJ. So get it at loveindus.com or the deals page at tjriggins.com/deals.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. A Peyton's Promise button, where our great radio family goes to assist in helping everyone in our community. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
You're listening to the TJ and Riggins Show Birmingham, sponsored by Mandu at 2825 and a half 18th Street South, or find out about your first session being free at tjriggins.com/fitness.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Subscribe to the show, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and watch TJ fall asleep. You better pass out. He's going to crash eventually this weekend. TJ's running on E.
You know what?
Fumes.
I'm probably going to fall asleep during the graduation ceremony for my son this weekend.
It's a good time to do it.
He's way up at the beginning of the names. And so after he gets his, I'm just going,
yeah, please.
Oh, you can't just leave after that?
No, because he can't leave.
Oh.
See if he could get his and then bolt. I said, tell him you got diarrhea.
Yeah, absolutely. It works every time.
Who cares?
Get out of that thing. Your graduation ceremony is not fun. There's a woman, I don't know if she's from South Carolina or Georgia. She said she had some friends over, and she's real Southern, and she's got blonde hair. She's real cute. And she was like, I was telling my friends, I'd made them dinner, and I made like fried chicken and cornbread and biscuits. And then I said, when I laid the food out, I said, before we eat, I'm going to sit down and make some sour cream and syrup for our biscuits. And they looked at me like I had 14 eyeballs, and I don't. I only have 2. And I just got a question for y'all. Do y'all not eat sour cream and syrup with your biscuits, like sop them up in that? And she was asking like genuinely, and the entire internet has responded and said, no, I've never heard of that ever anywhere.
Yeah, plain syrup.
Maybe
but not
syrup.
but not sour cream and syrup.
She then goes on to demonstrate how she makes this little bowl. She puts this out, couple dollops of Daisy, and then takes maple syrup, log cabin, whatever, and just squirts it, and then mixes it all up, and then drags her biscuit through it.
I bet it would be good.
I'm trying to picture in my head what that would taste like.
I think it would be better if you did syrup and butter.
Yeah.
And a softened butter and mixed it in with the syrup.
Yeah.
I'm not a big sour cream person unless it's going to be seasoned, as a dip.
Yeah, right. And this is sweet. I just didn't. But
I
then
think it just lessens the sweetness of it.
Maybe it takes some of the sweetness out of it. But is there one thing that you grew up eating all the time that you're pretty sure now that nobody else was doing? I don't have a single thing like that.
Well, I mean, I told you before, stirring the peanut butter and the jelly together and whipping it together is something that we used to do. And it does change the taste of it.
Yeah.
I grew up eating butter and molasses mixed with our biscuits.
Molasses.
Butter and molasses mixed together.
And my dad's from the mountains of Tennessee, and that's what they used to eat. Molasses, butter, mix it, pour it all over your biscuit. Or dip it.
Holy smokies.
Yeah, I'm not a molasses fan.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. Prime Plus members get extra funny commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at TJRiggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins.